In this week's episode of One Punch Man, its threat level dragon and a giant asteroid is about to destroy all of City Z and the surrounding cities. And it's up to Genos and the other Class S superheroes to try and destroy it with their amazing powers. All only to be one-upped by Saitama, the One Punch Man himself. Another explosively awesome episode of One Punch Man that introduced a number of brand new heroes, and we even got to see the return of the very pathetic Tank Top Tiger and his even more pathetic brother, Tank Top Black Hole. That's literally his name. He doesn't even have a gimmick. He's just a guy with a black tank top and blue jeans. And predictably, Saitama ends up beating both of their asses with pretty much little effort. But this episode is all about this giant asteroid which is about to plow into the city and destroy everything. And the Heroes Association decides they're going to call in their Class S heroes to take care of it. And this is going to include Genos and this old martial arts master who goes by the name of Bang, or Bong. I'm not really sure what his name is, but I'm going to call him Bang. He's basically just sort of like your old school martial arts Master Roshi kind of Jiraiya character. He seems like he's going to be like the wise master who might be very helpful in both Saitama and Genos' training, and he actually does look up to Saitama, which is really awesome. He actually takes him serious, and that's probably because he sees him destroy a massive meteor with one single punch. This episode is all about the heroes trying to destroy this giant meteor, which is just going to destroy everything, and we get to see a lot of cool things. First and foremost, Genos. He always has all of these brand new upgrades, and he gets to show them off in this episode. As he's jumping and flying around the city, he has this suitcase which he opens up, which has these extra pair of arms, which he actually puts on in this great transformation sequence, and he uses this to create this like giant energy beam of death, which he actually fuels with the core of his body to try and destroy the meteor. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do anything. We're also introduced to the character of Bofoy, more commonly known by his hero name, the Metal Knight, who is this remotely controlled giant robot who's basically there not to save the day, but to test out his brand new weaponry, which are these missiles, which unfortunately just don't do anything. They're trying to keep this character very secret. I can't wait to see if he's going to be a hero or a villain. He seems more like a villain because he doesn't really seem like he's there to save the day. That being said, he is an S-Class hero, and he's basically there just to make his rank go up and try out his brand new toys. And then, of course, there's Bang, who doesn't really do much. He's basically there just to sort of narrate the entire thing and to try and help out Genos a little bit, which does lead to a little bit of humor. And that's when the caped baldy finally returns. I especially love the scene where he explodes from the roof, which leaves a lot of destruction, and then he takes out the meteor, which sends all of these chunks flying all over the city and just destroying everything around him, a lot of which he just seems very indifferent to. And this is where the second half of the episode takes place, where we get to see the return of Tank Top Tiger and his stupid brother, who are basically there just trying to make Saitama look bad in front of everyone, trying to draw the attentions of the citizens, and basically make them get out their torches and pitchforks so that they can get all pissed off at him. But the problem is they don't realize how strong Saitama is, and he of course finishes off Tank Top Tiger in one single punch and just grabs his brother's hand and completely crushes it. This is also a really cool moment because we have Bang who's watching the entire time, and this is also where it's reassured that he realizes that Saitama is the strongest being that he has ever seen. He is a man who apparently is wise beyond his years. I can't wait to learn a lot more about this character. So that's pretty much the entire episode right there, but if you stick around after the end credits, you're going to see this extra scene where it looks like another invasion is about to take place from some weird underwater creatures. Ooh, I can't wait to see where this is going. So what's the rundown on this week's episode of One Punch Man? A very simple episode, but it had some really great action scenes and more of that awesome animation and artwork that the series is known for. I'd say my favorite sequence from this episode is probably seeing Genos try on his brand new arms, or him actually taking his core and actually putting it into his arm. I thought that was really cool. But something that I really loved about this episode is that not only are we being introduced to new characters, but they finally decided to explain how those threat levels work. I basically just thought they were cool names to make things seem real serious, and that is basically what they're doing. But they're basically like a scale. It goes from threat level Tiger, to Demon, to dragon to god. So pretty much if you get to god level, that's when things are going to start getting insane. And we haven't seen anything quite like that from the series yet. So I can't wait to see when we get there. I'm sure maybe that might be the first point in the series it actually kind of pushes Saitama to do something, but I don't think that's going to be the case because, you know, I don't read the manga version. I really don't know how powerful this guy is quite yet. And I've always sort of like theorized that there were a few moments in the series maybe where he went 100%, and my commenters will certainly let me know that Saitama hasn't even gone beyond like 5% yet, like barely even 1. He's hiding a lot of scary power. But at the end of the day, this was a very simple but action-packed and fun episode of One Punch Man, which was introducing some brand new characters, letting us know a little bit more about the politics of the Heroes Association, and we got to see the return of Tank Top Tiger. That's pretty cool, right? Really, though, the reason to check out this week's episode is to see the brand new characters Bang and Metal Knight, and to get to see Genos go through that awesome transformation sequence, and of course, just more of Saitama. His interactions with the people at the end of the episode was great. He was actually starting to lose his cool a little bit when he was yelling at all of those people who were blaming him for the destruction of the city. If there's one thing the series does right, aside from its incredible action sequences, it's its amazing character expressions, especially from Saitama himself. He's definitely one of the most memorable characters that I've seen in years, and this series continues to amaze me with its great production value on a budget that really isn't all that amazing. I just know the team that's working on this is really passionate, and they're doing a fantastic job so far. I can't wait to learn a little bit more about the world and see more of these new characters in action, and I can't wait to see what this big whole underwater mermaid fish weird hybrid people thing invasion is going to be like. I'm really excited, and I loved this episode right here, so I'm gonna give it another 5 out of 5. Another wholly entertaining episode of One Punch Man, which you should definitely check out if you are following this series, or if you just want to see the biggest anime action hit of the year. Check out One Punch Man. You will not be disappointed. Before you guys leave today, I would love to hear your thoughts about this episode, and you can tell me about it in the comment section below. Did you have a new character who showed up this week? What do you think of the martial arts master Bang or the Metal Knight? And what's the deal with these people who are getting ready to invade from under the sea? And what do you want to see from the rest of the One Punch Man anime series? Make sure to tell me in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching this review. Make sure to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, stay dandy, baby!